Okay, so I'm here with Karen, a happy mum of Finley, who was 2 years and 3 months old when we worked together. So, Karen, I just want to ask a few questions really about your experience. Starting off with, what was a big surprise to you, or something key that you learned through the process when we worked together?
I think that I really thought that the getting the sleep sorted was going to take me weeks or months even to kind of get anywhere with him progressing to sleep through the night, and
Yeah.
I was surprised at how quickly
Mm,
things changed.
mm,
Really within a week you could see a massive difference with him.
amazing.
So well, even after a few nights, but obviously a
Yeah.
week was generally a turning point, and I think I thought that it was going to take a lot longer than that. So to me, that was the big surprise with it all. Really, just being so consistent with him
Yeah.
made the difference that we needed really to help him with the nights. So that was
Excellent.
the big thing.
So it was faster than you thought. It had faster effects. Yeah. And do you think that you could have learned and implemented that without my help, or do you think, my help played a part in
I feel like I tried before then, but especially having been a nanny myself previously before having
Mm,
children, I
yeah.
felt that I'd be able to do it and I wouldn't need anybody's help and stuff like that. But
Mm,
really, having spent kind of all that time since he was born having bad nights, really, there was
mm,
really very little nights that he slept through from day one.
mm,
So to get to 2 years, 3 months, and still not really be getting any regular night, well, him sleeping through regularly for the nights.
mm,
Um, that to me was, the stage where I thought I've got to get help, and actually I
yeah.
can't do this on my own.
Yeah. And I think, I always say smart people ask for help. It doesn't matter what
Yeah,
the subject is, or in life generally, if you're stuck with something, there's
yeah,
going to be someone that can help, and it's worth asking. You'll get there
yeah,
faster.
and I think he's quite bright and stuff. So I think I felt that he was going to get the better of me if I let him carry on like that. So,
Yeah.
and I didn't
Yeah.
get a great deal of help sort of around because my husband kind
Yeah.
of leaves me to get on with it, and he tried
Yeah.
a few times, but he doesn't really hear him wake, etc. So
Yeah.
it was kind of like either get on with this on my own or get some help, and it got to the
Mm.
point where I thought I need some help with this. So
Mm. And it's interesting that you say as well, having worked as a nanny and things, even sometimes, a mum who hasn't worked in that
yeah,
field at all, you sometimes feel like you should have the answers, or somehow,
yeah,
you kind of put pressure on yourself to go, no, I'm supposed to be able to figure this out. And actually,
yeah.
they don't
And the
come
fact
with
that
a
he was my
manual.
second as well, I thought, the
Mm.
first was actually quite a good sleeper, but I probably
Yeah.
didn't realise that at the time. And
Yeah.
then I had him, and it was
Different
awful.
story. Yeah. Different child, different,
Yeah.
different personality. That's really helpful. Thank you. Um, so another question I have for you is, did you get everything you needed through our face-to-face consultation online, like in this sort of setting, in order to feel happy and confident about what to do?
Yeah, definitely. I think it was a long appointment that I had with you to discuss everything about what he was like as a child, right through to, the problems and how we were going to deal with it. So I
Yeah.
felt like obviously you gave me the information I needed to implement what I was going to do from that night onwards, really.
Yeah.
And I kind of sat here writing notes and um, going forwards with that. Really thought, right, that's it. Tonight I start, and so I
Mm.
felt like, yeah, I had that with that long appointment with you, and then the follow up appointments.
Yeah.
I felt like I had the contact that I needed, and
Yeah.
obviously following that, I spoke to you on the phone and asked any questions that I wanted to ask
Yeah.
regarding the nights that we'd had, after that. So definitely.
Were you surprised at all that I didn't need to see your child in action?
Yeah, definitely. Because I suppose when you see like Super Nanny on the telly and all that kind of thing, you get that
Yeah.
whole she comes to your house and everything. And having spoken to people about, I've contacted a sleep nanny. They were like, "What's a sleep nanny?" And
Yeah.
well, how do you do that? Doesn't she need to come and see him and
Yeah.
see what he's like? And people are sort of amazed that you can do it
Yeah.
over Skype or whatever. So
Without actually seeing him. Yeah.
yeah, it's really interesting
Yeah.
because I know the first time I spoke to you, he was in the background, but it's not like you really got to meet him. So
Yeah. Yeah. And I think Yeah, that's something people are often surprised about, because I don't have to actually physically examine the child. I just need to understand what they're up to, and they can't tell me that. You're going to
No.
be the best person to tell me that. So, as much as it is lovely to meet them, the times when I do, and even see them on Skype,
Mm,
I get all the information I need through the parents in order
yeah.
to be able to give you the guidance that you're looking for. So, no,
Yeah.
that's interesting to get your perception on that.
Mm.
And I guess that kind of leads me to the next part of this question. How did you find it having someone in close contact with you, but not actually in your home? Because it is close contact for a period of time, isn't it?
Yeah, I think especially after the initial appointment with the follow-up calls, I felt like there was the regular contact there. So if I had anything, I thought, well, I'm not quite sure how to deal with this,
Mm,
then I'd write it down and ask you like the next day when I spoke to you, or within the
mm,
email the next day or whatever.
mm,
So I think it was nice kind of having that security that
yeah.
I could then ask you anything that I felt I couldn't deal with, or
Mm,
what was your advice on this. I know particularly with Finley, we were trying to give up the dummy as well.
mm,
That was quite a big issue with getting him to sleep through the night and also giving up the dummy. And I know
mm.
I decided at the time, after that first awful night, that actually I'm not
To
going to
go
give up
for.
the dummy.
Yeah. No, we
um,
talked about it, didn't we?
but
And
we did, yeah, and then we did get him sleeping through the night, and then he gave up the dummy a few months later. So at the
brilliant.
end of it, I got the whole thing sorted in the end.
Yeah.
Just kind of tackled it in stages, I suppose.
So did you feel like I was, because obviously I'm not there doing it with you in the
Mm,
moment or in the room, which would actually be quite off-putting, I think, for a child. Who's the
yeah.
stranger lurking
Right.
around?
Mm.
But did you feel like I was, kind of with you through the
Yeah, because
process
I was
in
constantly thinking, like Lucy said, wait 10 minutes, wait 10 minutes, wait 10 minutes.
in your
That
mind?
whole, yeah, and, don't go in there, don't go in there. Just keep waiting and keep looking at the clock. So yeah, in a
Yeah,
way, it's like you're talking in my head, kind of telling me
yeah,
what to do. And I think I sat there that day and made notes about, you said try and he liked having the door open. You said try and get the door shut or try and pull it to a bit more each night.
yeah,
Now I can pull the door right too, and it's not a problem. So just little
yeah,
things like that, I could kind of think about what you'd been saying. So it's kind of like you
yeah.
were there, but not.
But not actually disrupting the moment
Yeah,
for him. So
yeah,
no, that's good, because I think some people think, oh, just come and fix it for me, and they don't realize how actually that would really be out of norm for the
yeah,
child.
yeah.
It would possibly throw
And a
them off, and
complete stranger kind of appearing, and
yeah,
yeah,
which might make them worse, or on the other hand, they might do brilliantly for me, and then I hand over to parents again, and then they misbehave for the parents.
yeah,
So it's much more empowering, I feel, for me to give you the toolkit,
right, yeah.
and work that way. So that's, yeah, no, I'm glad that you felt that way and that worked for you. That's really
Mm.
helpful. Any final thoughts you'd like to share just on your experience? Anything at all?
Um, just telling other people to speak to you, really.
Yeah. Oh,
Friends that have said, what did the sleep nanny tell you, and that kind of thing. And I
yeah,
just think it was a great experience that certainly made my life a lot better, and his, Finley's life as well, because he's much happier now that he has more sleep, and so am I.
good. Oh, good.
So
It's
really,
amazing.
yeah, I probably wish I'd done it before, really, and
Yeah.
just tackled it earlier and not left it so late, because being sleep deprived is not good.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's the worst thing, worst feeling ever. No, it's really nice. I love speaking to people like you who have come through the other side, and I
Mm,
see these refreshed parents. And when they came to me, they were really not refreshed.
yeah.
Really quite exhausted. And seeing that transformation really makes my day. So that's brilliant. Well,
Mm.
thank you very much for sharing that with us. It's
You're
really helpful.
welcome.
Thank you.